Shabbos, everybody. Let's get to it. Here we go.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim bim bam.
Yeah, good Shabbos, everybody. Oh, we're going feedback already. All right. Where's our feedback? Thank you. I think it's bouncing off the back wall, actually, here, Leslie. So, we're good. Good Shabbos, everybody. Glad you're all here. Harriet, glad you're here. Rabbi Mark is away doing the work of God, I'm told. So, he's visiting his mother. Yes, like I said. So, very good. Those of you that are watching online, good Shabbos to all of you. Welcome to Beit Teshuvah's Friday night services. This is about celebration and recovery and the joy of Shabbos. And we should all be here. There are holes in the chairs tonight. Look at this. So that means all of you need to kick it up twice as much, especially you, Kevin, in the back. You need to really sing it, Kevin. All right? I'm expecting a lot from you tonight, Kevin. So, today was park day for the house. So, great. So I spent some time at the park with the residents, hitting a couple softballs with them. And just for the record, I missed a couple also, missed the swings. And I also let Josh and Asher chase after a couple deep ones. So it was a good day for me. I liked it. Hit a few, missed a few, caught a few, let someone else chase a few. A really good day. So how do we measure a good day? How do we measure success? So before I went over to the park, I was having a long talk with Sergio about being successful in AA. How do we measure success in AA? Well, it's not getting a job. It's not getting angry. It's not getting into or out of a relationship. It's not doing the steps even. Because for any of those things, you can do it sober or drunk or loaded or committing crimes. So those aren't good measures of success. So how do we measure success in AA? Time. We measure it with time. 1 day, 2 days, 30 days, 90 days, 6 months, 5 years, 36 years, and so on. So what happens if you take a drink or steal or gamble? That's right. Under the way it is right now, you reset the clock. So how about success in not just recovery, but in life? Peter Drucker, one of the great management theorists, stated this idea most succinctly. He said, "You can't manage what you can't measure." You can't manage what you can't measure. However, we have a tendency to measure our success in comparison to our peers. If your friend is making more money than you, you might feel like a failure, or at least that they're more successful. John Wooden, one of the most successful basketball coaches of all time, took a different approach to measuring success. He says, don't measure yourself by what you've accomplished, but rather by what you should have accomplished with your abilities. He wrote the book, Wooden, A Lifetime of Observations and Reflections on and off the court. So instead of measuring success in comparison to others, he focused on something that was within his control. True success is attained only through the satisfaction of knowing you did everything within the limits of your ability to become the very best that you are capable of being. John Wooden 101. It's also easy for us to measure proxies for success, secondary metrics like the number of Twitter followers you might have, or how many likes you get on Facebook. That might be a proxy for success. You can get 10,000 likes, but if you're doing business, for instance, and nobody's buying your product or helping you to meet your margin, it really doesn't matter how many likes you have, how many followers you have. Success doesn't happen overnight. It usually takes lots of failures to get there. The founder of Instacart, Apoorva Mehta, had 20 failed startups before Instacart. With each failed startup, he probably improved his skill sets, made some contacts, learned about what customers want, and now running one of Silicon Valley's fastest growing startups. So now what about recovery again? How do we measure success? What if I've come to the shuv and left and had to come back? How do I measure my success? Have I failed? Or do I need to have my standard of measurement to be something different? And if so, what's the metric? Maybe it's still time, but maybe not time like I've got 12 days sober, but maybe rather, what's the percentage of time that I'm spending on my priorities versus everything else? For instance, if I'm spending 8 to 12 hours a week in the gym and only 30 minutes on my step work, there seems to be a gap between my stated priority and what I'm actually doing. If that's true, then maybe we have an issue with time management. Maybe I have an issue with taking directions. Or maybe I have an issue with honesty and the lies I tell myself. Albert Einstein said, strive not to be a success, but rather be of value. I like that. So how might we begin to change our paradigm a bit? How about develop an intimate understanding as to what success represents for you? Try to authentically understand what success means to you, because if you are unsure or uncertain, there's a huge window of opportunity for others to label you as they wish and not as you want. Help yourself by defining it through people you admire and trust. How about success is measured by a state of mind, not by tangibles? So how would you have, or how have you handled stress or failure? Major setbacks can either be interpreted as a loss or as an opportunity to seek something new, starting out rather than ending up. What's your approach? Black and white thinking or growth mindset? How about this one? Don't let others keep score of your victories. The only stress you should impose on yourself is the one that's within you, the one that is used to apply energy to whatever successful outcome you focused on. Lips and thoughts of others be damned. They are not your internal makeup and have no clue on what the road to your success looks like or feels like. So, how do we measure success in our life or recovery? How do we do that? This is the question for all of us. Maybe our labels are wrong. Maybe our metrics are wrong. Can you put a measurement on values? Can you put a measurement? Can you have a metric for principles? Let's make that part of our conversation so that we know how to look at success and how we can move forward in life and recovery. Good Shabbos to all of you. Let's have a nigun, everybody. Nigun is a wordless melody. It's a song of the soul. Don't worry about the words. Just let the soul sing this. Let's make Shabbos happen together, everybody.
Lai, 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 your turn.
Mark, I need you singing. Shabbos coming on. I feel it. So as I say to you, Shalom Aleichem, what do you say back to me? Aleichem Shalom. So let's sing Shalom Aleichem together and welcome in the angels to bring us to Shabbos.
Yeah.
It's good. Stir Shabbos up. That's what we're doing. And now we talk about the beloved of our soul, Yedid Nefesh, the one who is all compassion. Right? So let's continue to bring Shabbos and change the tune up just a bit now, and let's really sing this love song for Shabbos. Said it before here. One of the congregational members, my former congregation, once said, every week is Shabbat, but sometimes it's Shabbos. And it's Shabbos is coming on. I can feel it. You understand what I'm saying? No. I didn't think you did. You had that look. That's right. It threw him. So it's time for tzedakah right now. And so tzedakah is a time where we give a little extra to help fun things here at the house, to have some fun for the residents. And I'd like Jody to come forward, Marshall S., Max S., Chauvin, and who's the last one? Diane? Who wrote it? Devin, come up. She has to learn how to spell your name. It's got a V in it. Come on up, Devin, and help us out here. There you are. I know you're here somewhere, Devin. Come up, Devin. Come on. Yeah, you, Devin. Devin with a V. So help us out with that. It's also a time while the tzedakah boxes are going around, it's a time that we do teshuvah and gratitude. We do teshuvah out loud at Beit Teshuvah, and the people with the microphones are doing it out loud. The rest of us are listening as they do teshuvah or gratitude. So Lauren M., where are you, Lauren? Can you do the microphone, please? I'd love you to do it. Here you go.
Hi, I'm Jackie, and I'm going to read this because I'll probably fall apart and start crying in the middle. I'm a grateful and very humble member of Beit Teshuvah. First, I want to thank Ian B, where are you? For his commitment and hard work to make Baked, our challah program, an integral part of the Beit Teshuvah community. You prepped the dough, helped out while residents braided challah, and baked at 3 a.m. every Friday morning for the past year and a half. I never dreamed this would come to fruition, and I couldn't have done it without you. You passed the torch to Mike C., who I'm excited to work with, but know you'll be missed. Thank you. And thank you to everyone that helps out every week. We couldn't do it with all of you, without all of you, too. So thank you for that. In the past 2 years, I witnessed what seems like a miracle. Here I go. 2 years ago, I had enough fear, anger, resentment, and hurt to last a lifetime. I don't feel this way anymore. My son Bradley and I have both done a lot of work. I look at him now and see a compassionate, thoughtful, generous, honest, humble, and grateful young man that I couldn't be more proud of. Beit Teshuvah, Rabbi, and Harriet gave him an opportunity. Bradley got the gift of time to explore his spirituality, learn from incredible role models, and discover his true self in a safe place where you're allowed to fall, expected to fall, but given a hand up to try again. You learn we can't do this alone, and there's this loving community that is there for you, embraces you, warts and all. That old nursery rhyme, Ring Around the Rosies, reminds me that we all fall down. It's just life. Some of us fall harder. That's why I feel so blessed for Beit Teshuvah. They're the place that picks you up and keeps picking you up until you can stand on your own. But you won't ever have to feel alone again. Bradley, we're so happy to be celebrating this life event with you and love you so much.
Hi, I'm Leslie. I'm a grateful member of the community. I feel weird standing and facing this way, but otherwise it doesn't make sense. Briefly, I want to congratulate the whole Elkins family. Bradley, I can't imagine him ever not having been this wonderful. But I've come to know most of you, and that has been a real gift of this program. And I thank you for that. And I thank Beit Teshuvah for letting people come back, because in the last few weeks, a number of people who I know from my past visits have come back, and it's phenomenal to see them. They're like old friends. Anyway, good Shabbos.
Hi, so I'm Brett. I'm a grateful member of this community. So just want to express gratitude really quickly to everyone who's been really supportive to me these last few months since I started kind of coming back here to services. Really appreciate it, and everyone's been really nice and great. But I really want to make an announcement. So I'm volunteering right now for this great nonprofit called Bend the Arc. And what we're trying to do, is kind of gather people to canvas and phone bank for technically blue candidates. So I don't know if you guys are really interested in it, but I thought it kind of related to Beit Teshuvah because Bend the Arc is very progressive, very using kind of Jewish ideology to spread the word about resisting Trump, which I know is I don't want to go down that road, but that's literally the campaign I'm on. So yeah, so anyway, that's what we're doing. And so if anyone's interested, please come up to me and afterwards, and we can talk about it. And we're canvassing this Sunday, and we're also phone banking. Okay, thanks.
Anybody else?
Hello, everyone. I'm Keith, and I'm an extraordinarily grateful member of this community. You could look, don't worry. So, 2 years, extraordinary. What I've seen is this community lift Bradley up, and then Bradley lift this community up in this amazing, amazing process where I feel like you can just watch this and learn how to live and how to live a good life, a better life. And I'm so inspired every day by every conversation, what goes on here. And I'm with you, and I hate the news I read every day, although we got to maintain our exempt status, so never mind. But it's absolutely extraordinary. This community, what it does, making each of us our better selves. And Bradley, doing that with everyone you touch. And we are so blessed. Thank you.
I'm Ian. I'm an alcoholic. A grateful member. Bradley, happy birthday. The whole Elkins family, I love you guys. You know, my adopted sobriety family. Jackie, you're amazing, and thank you for your words and everything that you've brought into Beit Teshuvah, including your son, and the whole Hala program that wasn't here before you, and what it's brought into this community, and what it's given to so many people in this community. Thank you, and thank you for letting me be a part of it. It is and always will be a huge part of my life. And Bradley, you know, I love you, bro, since day one, and you've been my guide and my spirit animal since that first drosh I heard you say. Yeah, that's it. Gratitude. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jack. Hey, Jack. I'm grateful member of this community. I'm grateful member of this residency. Bradley, I would be remiss if I didn't say happy birthday to you. You've been really a good friend to me with my passive-aggressive that I hear that I get into once in a while, which I don't believe in. But anyway, rumors, just rumors. But I love Hala. Your mom does a great job. But you have a great support. And you've been a great support to me, too. And I just wanted to share a couple of things real quick. I had an incident last week at work. I work in a very highly competitive office. And somebody did something wrong to me that I really took offense to. And if it wasn't for this program and the tools that they give me, I would have just gone crazy and tried to find money and gone to do whatever I can do with it, because that's what happened to me years before. But the program really helps. And the people that guide me down the right path enabled me to do the right thing. And by the end of the day, what was done wrong to me was righted, and I benefit from it. So it goes to show that the strength here really helps. And hopefully it gets me back to what I used to be. And another thing I want to do, I want to say happy birthday to my own son, who's 3,000 miles away, going to have his 15th birthday on Monday. So it's very hard for me. I wrote a card, and I put a little something in it that hopefully he's going to look inside. He's going to be very happy to see. But it's very hard to be so far away and for such a great son that I have. But I have great support here with my own family here. So anyway, thank you.
Hi, everyone. Good Shabbos. I'm David, very grateful member of this community. You know, I've been thinking, hi, guys. You know, I've been thinking over the last few weeks. I've been a psychiatrist for 43 years. So I started when I was 10, as you know. But what I've seen, and Harriet, I got to hand it to you. I mean, what I've seen in this place over the years, and a lot really within the last, thank you, within the last few months, I get to see things here that I would never see in my office and that my colleagues never see in their offices, because you can't reproduce what goes on in a place like this anywhere. And it's just an extraordinary experience that to see what happens to people here, that for the most, very often, if someone like, some of the folks I've seen here came into my office, I would have said, I think the Yiddish term is gornish to helfen. I would, I swear. And then, what happens around here is that you see from the power of all of the things that we bring together here, all of the elements, the spiritual, the psychological, and the psychiatric helps a little bit. But primarily, it's the power of the community, of the values and the energy and the love and the compassion that goes on here, that is so profound and brings about changes that I just never would have thought possible. And so I've been thinking about this, and I'm very grateful that you all let me be a part of this, because it's, in my professional life, I've never experienced anything, my personal and professional life, I've never experienced anything like it. Thanks.
My name is Jeremy, and I'm an extremely grateful member of this community. Happy birthday to everybody taking a cake. Peter, it's amazing. 2 years. That's amazing. That right there. That right there is a miracle of Beit Tshuva. All that he was talking about, that's Peter Weiss right there. Peter Weiss. Bradley, man, your journey's been amazing. From the kid who was questioning this thing to just the giant of recovery you are, it's been a beautiful journey to watch, participate in, and to watch you grow and know the things and the people you're going to affect in your life. It's the beauties of this place, man. We come in lost, and we find a passion, we find a purpose, and we stay sober by giving back. That's the root of Beit Tshuva. That's the truth. How many of us came in this house, didn't pay $1, and I couldn't repay. There's no amount. There's no amount of money to pay for my life, and that's the beauty of Beit Tshuva. Thank you, guys.
Okay, I'm super emotional, but I wanted to say something. I just wanted to thank you guys, Harriet and Rabbi, for taking me back. I was totally isolated for the last couple of months and in a place of darkness, and I didn't think anybody cared. And I contacted you guys, and you took me back without even the hesitation. And I just want to thank the donors as well, because without you guys, I wouldn't be able to be here, and I wouldn't be able to have a chance to try to make it better. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you.
So how do we measure success? You show up for yourself. That's how you do it. You show up for yourself. And this is where Rabbi usually talks about his gratefulness to Harriet. I'm grateful, Harriet, for you for making this place. I mean, I've said it before. Yeah. Thank you, Harriet. I mean, that's why every Shabbos I love to be here, because this is about community, and it's about lifting each other up. It's about hearing about recovery. It's about celebrating others' recovery. Bradley, Peter, Zach. We haven't mentioned you yet. 36 years, man, coming up, Zach. You know? See, it's an honor to be here in front and being able to say these words. And Mark, if you're listening or watching on the archives, it's wonderful to work with you. I learn a lot from you. And like Harriet says, every day's a new day with you, Mark, and I love it. And you don't say that, do you, actually? But it's good for us. We're all here together for Shabbos. This is Shabbos. Let's continue on with an original song here. Try A Little Love from God. I like that. All right, A Little Love from God. Let's sing it.
Count us off, please.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you're like me, a person split in two, don't know what to do. Just try a little love from God and let Him wake you up, take you by the hand. Try a little love from God. יהי רצון מלפניך, Adonai, Eloheinu. May it be my will. Try a little love from God. יהי רצון מלפניך, Adonai, Eloheinu. May it be my will. Try a little love from God. Well, it's not you. You make me wanna lose my cool. Break down all your golden rules. Try a little love from God. The world can be a dangerous place, but it's up to me to keep my faith. Try a little love from God. יהי רצון מלפניך, Adonai, Eloheinu. May it be my will. Try a little love from God. יהי רצון מלפניך, Adonai, Eloheinu. May it be my will. Try a little love from God. יהי רצון מלפניך, Adonai, Eloheinu. May it be my will to try a little love from God. יהי רצון מלפניך, Adonai, Eloheinu. May it be my will. Try a little love from God.
Nice. Nate, that's an original for you and Laura?
Me and Glenn.
You and Glenn did that. Nice song. Nice song. Wow. So having that in mind, a little love from God, let's have birthdays come up and let's welcome our new members. So we've got Mizmor Shir. Why don't you go get it? Super. Got your hair. Thanks, buddy. Where's my band?
Right here, right here. Every present. Ready?
Everybody was so excited for that, the band forgot they got to play. Here we go, Mizmor Shir.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר הסליחה, אמונה קבלת לו, עליה סרבן לינה ולעלי היגיון בהינות. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, אמונה קבלת לו, עליה סרבן לינה ולעלי היגיון בהינות. One, two, three, four. וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון.
Right, nice. That was right, Sarah. I saw you stand up there. That was the right thing to do. Everybody should be standing. Laura, it's a perfect time before we switch gears to introduce the band. The band is hot tonight. So tell us who's playing.
All right, stand up. This is Josh on drums for his first time tonight. This is Dave G on the guitar. This is Greg with 2 G's, S. And our inimitable Cantor Rachel.
Laura Baggish on piano.
And Nate. Oh, and Nathan.
And someplace
Cantor.
the inimitable Nate has slipped away. We can't do it without him either. It's time where we shift gears and we welcome in Shabbat with Lachado D. It's a time where we ask the beloved to come and to come be with us. So we've had all this exciting energy, and now let's take that energy and bring it inside, right? So that we can actually deepen our moment now and deepen our welcoming of Shabbat. Let's stand for Lachado D. Yeah, we're not done dancing yet.
Nigat kala
please come up over to the candles so we can light the candles. Let's stay standing for the candle blessing, if you don't mind. Let's join the cantor. Focus on the flames if you can see them. Cover your eyes, however you want to do it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת.
And let's sit quietly as Cantor sings the Sabbath prayer.
May the Lord protect and defend you. May God always shield you from shame. May you come to be in Israel a shining name. May you be like Ruth and like Esther. May you be deserving of praise. Strengthen us, O Lord, and keep us from the stranger's ways. May God bless you and grant you long life. May the Lord fulfill our Sabbath prayer for you. May God keep you and shield you from strife. May God in God's wisdom always care for you. May the Lord protect and defend you. May God always shield you from shame. Favor us, O Lord, with happiness and peace. Oh, hear our Sabbath prayer. Amen. May the Lord protect and defend you. Amen.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Laura. So I'm sure all that talking is because you're excited for me to be standing up here to hear the Torah drosh. Right, Trevor? Yeah. See, even David's standing up. He can't stay seated on it. No. So the Torah portion for this week is Parashat Bereshit. It's the first Torah portion in the Torah. We're back to the beginning again. Once again, for the first time, we're back to the beginning of the Torah. And it's a long Torah portion, and you would think it's just about the creation of the world. And it is, and I'm told evidently lots of water in the Torah portion. Yeah. There's the creation of humanity. There's the expulsion from the Garden of Eden. And FYI, it was the first of a lot of expulsions for Jews. I mean, if you know the history, there was like over 109 locations Jews were expelled from, and this is the first one from the Garden of Eden. There's the formation of the first family. There's the first murder, accompanied by the second occurrence of denial and blame. There's a midrash or myth about the beginning of music and of metalworking. There's the long life of Methuselah, 969 years old. There's the existence of the Nephilim, who evidently were fallen things from the sky that slept with the daughters of the human. And there was Adonai's regret at having created the earth and his decision to blot out the earth. Enter Noah at the end of the parasha. End of the parasha. There's a lot of stuff in this Torah portion. A couple of years ago, I taught the book of Genesis to my private students, and it took us over 2 years to get through the entire book because there's so many layers, so many things to understand, so many things to unpack, so many things to struggle with. There's text, there's grammar, there's midrash, there's Kabbalah, there's the 4 levels of how you read the Torah, pardes, if you know what I'm talking about. But that's not where we're going tonight. Here's the verse that I wanted to focus on, and it says, Vayikra Adonai Elohim el ha'adam vayomer lo ayeka. And Adonai Elohim called to the human and said to him, where are you? Where are you? In the Torah, this is the moment immediately after, in this part of the story, the woman and her man, is what the text says, ate from the fruit of the tree that was in the middle of the garden. That's what the text says. And it says, and the eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves and made for themselves chagorot, which are like aprons or loin coverings or something like that. And immediately, in good melodramatic fashion, they hear the voice of Adonai Elohim as he's walking around in the garden. He's evidently talking or mumbling or whistling or something, since we're painting a picture of God as a person. But they hear him right away. And it certainly seems to be for dramatic or literary effect. And then they hid. And Adonai Elohim says, Ayeka, where are you? The rabbis in the Midrash make a connection with this moment. Ayeka to the first word in the book of Lamentations that we read on Tisha B'Av, the day we remember the destruction of the temples. Eicha, it says in that. Ayeka, where are you? Eicha, how? How did this happen to you, O Jerusalem? The grammatical connection between the words lies in the common letters of the Hebrew alphabet. Eicha and Ayeka both spell the same consonants, different vowels. In modern Hebrew, you know the word eich is how. Eich koreim, how do you say? In Genesis, God could simply be saying or implying not just, where are you, Ayeka, but how did you do this? Okay, the rabbis, maybe they're giving a hint of things to come. Already there's the disobedience of Adam and Eve, and they're the foreshadowing of the disobedience of Jerusalem and its inevitable destruction and banishment into exile. I want to however, to look at it from a different angle, from a recovery standpoint, and to keep the concept like we look at it here at VTS, at Beit Shuvah. So when God asks, Ayeka, where are you? Yes, he could be asking, where are you hiding? However, I think he's asking, where is the you that I just created? Didn't I just blow into you the breath of life? A soul of life? Breath from my breath? Soul from my soul? How come your actions don't reflect the you that I created? The you that is a part of me? Rabbi Moshe Cordovero, in his book Tomer Devorah, The Palm Tree of Deborah, writes regarding this. He says, are being created in the form and likeness of God. He says, a handsome form, but your deeds are ugly. So, where are you? Where is the you that God created? This is Beit Teshuvah 101. You are a holy soul. You matter. Everyone matters. Each human being is a unique soul worthy of respect, striving for integrity. People's differences enrich us all. Each of us comes into the world with our own gute neshama, our own good soul. That's from the handbook. That's Beit Teshuvah 101. So, Ayeka, where are you? In our addiction, we have forgotten that we have a holy soul, that we are a unique creation of God, that we matter. Recovery is about returning to wholeness and integrity and living as who we were meant to be. Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi, also known as the Alter Rebbe, he said that teshuvah is to return to the root source of one's soul. That is, to return to its original state, to its pristine core. Ayeka, where are you? Rabbi Nachman says in his Likutei Eitzot that the whole purpose of life is to come to know God. And I would add, if God is inside us, then the whole purpose of life is to come to know ourselves. Ayeka, where are you? This is why we hear over and over again the teaching in our tradition, Hineni, here I am. Here I am in my full self, not my split self. Here I am standing up to your call. Maybe the call to come back. For me to be me, and for me to fulfill the purpose for which you have made me. Ayeka, are you ready to say, here I am? Or are you still going to hide in the bushes and in the weeds like Adam and Eve did? I'm asking, Ayeka, show me with your actions. Show me with who you want to be. Show us all, and we will try to show you who we are meant to be too. Our fullest self, full of love, full of purpose, full of desire, full of recovery. Shabbat Shalom. So before we do the Baruch Hu, let me invite Jason M. up to do a quick kavanah about the Baruch Hu. Jason?
My name is Jason, and I'm a grateful member of this community.
Hey, Jason.
And I was asked this week to speak on the subject of surrender. So I'm going to relate to you what surrender means to me. I read an interesting quote recently from Deepak Chopra, which I think is quite applicable to this subject. Surrender is faith that the power of love can accomplish anything, even when we cannot foresee the outcome. As we celebrate the beginning of the new year and the responsibility of reading the Torah once again, we also celebrate the opportunity to start over fresh. I walked through the front doors of Beit Teshuvah, beaten, scarred, exhausted, drained of life, devoid of energy, looking for any glimmer of hope to alter the insane and ominous path of which I had found myself traveling. I was the type of individual who thought I could engage in extreme levels of hedonism and partake in dangerous self-serving pleasures, at the same time attempting to maintain a polished public appearance. Outrageous spending habits, gambling, theft, robbing and scamming drug dealers, damaging familiar relationships, jeopardizing public safety by totaling multiple vehicles on major roads and freeways while high, the demise of a marriage, all while putting on the facade, an appearance that I could conduct myself in a professional atmosphere. This became the norm. This was my reality. For many of us, our biggest hurdle is the difficulty we find in relinquishing characteristics of ourselves, which have been a direct catalyst to this lifestyle of self-deprecation and manipulation. Vanity, ego, control, selfishness, arrogance, greed, impatience, impulsiveness, jealousy, unreliability. Unfortunately, oftentimes we perceive surrender as a sign of weakness. However, surrender should not always possess a negative connotation. Surrender is not giving up. Surrender is letting go. Letting go of the ideals of our past, which cause us to make poor decisions and learning to once again love ourselves. Decisions based on ego, the need for control, false confidence, old beliefs. It's at this time in our recovery that we cling to this opportunity to pivot, this opportunity to transform ourselves, to start over. Manifest destiny was a 19th century belief in the United States that its settlers were destined to expand and settle across North America. Today, in the 21st century, us addicts are sadly beginning to settle and take up valuable real estate across this nation. It's our time, it's our duty, it's our responsibility to surrender, to ask for help, and in turn help others of our kind to invoke mass change, to prevent our peers and loved ones from taking the same detrimental path that we have. This is our time to start over new. This is our time to create our own revolution. It's time for us to surrender to the necessity for change, to set an example for those battling the same afflictions us addicts have come to find ourselves facing. The only question which remains is whether or not you possess the same desire as I, the desire to alter expectations set upon us, the desire to become vulnerable and surrender to our most detrimental characteristics and desires, to surrender to positive change, to start over fresh, and to mend our own manifest destiny. It's at this time in the service where we recite the Baruch Hu, when we are given a chance to start over week after week, an opportunity to yet again surrender to a power greater than ourselves. Please stand with me for the Baruch Hu.
Of the Shema, a time where we contemplate the unity of everything. Unity includes God's call, our answer. Unity means being our whole self, not our split self. Unity is being united with the God within us. So let's cover our eyes, close our eyes, and find that God space within ourselves.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Osei shalom b'momar, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Osei shalom b'momar, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Osei shalom b'momar, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, le'achol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom. shalom bimromah, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromah, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromah, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Yeah, I know I said Johnny, but Rachel's got that high note. Yeah, nice. It's a time here in the service where we remember those that have passed away and those that for whom we are in mourning. So for those of you that are in mourning or remembering somebody, I ask you to stand now. At Beit Teshuvah, if you see somebody standing by themselves, stand with them. We do not stand alone at Beit Teshuvah. So for those observing yard sites, Janet Glick, Diane Kovich, Samuel Gabler, Horace Kramer, Sean Benson, Barbara Auerbach, Isabel Rosenthal, Hope Rosen, Anna Simone, Barbara Dale, Marvin Isaacson, Sylvia Kozin. And for those in the year of mourning, Meredith Baskin, Amber Belsky, Jennifer Berger, Nate Chittick, Bobby Doran, Sylvia Feldman, Jordan Feldstein, Scott Harrison, Barbara Herr, Yale Herr, Dwight Keys, Rachel Machbeets, Chuck Maltz, Hyman Miller, Brett Nadler, Isaiah Negretti, David Resnick, Gladys Shapiro, Erwin Shapiro, Emma Steinberg, Michael Cielski, Phyllis Tell, Lester Trachman, Hannah Wilson, and Jamie Zabludowski. As I come around, mention the names, please.
Jerry Darlington.
My father, Herb Sutton. My grandmother, Sarah Roth.
Renee Holland Phillips, Michael Glasser.
Dwight Keys, Marcia Gold.
And Russell Batuan.
My mother, Lillian Chilton. Jonathan Wellerstein.
Travis James, my cousin, and Meredith Baskin.
My grandfather, Robert Dawson. William Raymond Gardell.
Bernie Maslin.
Sylvia Feldman.
Frederick Sutton, Amber Belsky, Jay Klein, Bugs Rush.
For these names, the names we hold. Did I miss you guys? For these, yeah? For these names, the names we hold in our hearts, the names we don't know to mention, and for the names that we have no one to mention, we join together in the words of the Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemerabah, Be'amah divrach Yeruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, B'chayechon of Yomechon, uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, B'agalav izman kariv imru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabah mevarach le'olam u'lemei olmaya, Yit barak v'yish tabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit romam v'yit naseh, v'yit hadar v'yit ale v'yit halal shmei d'kutsha b'richu, le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechamata, da'miran be'alma v'yamru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. May the Holy One who is in the heights give comfort to all those who remain or are in mourning, and let us say amen. So let's have the birthdays come forward. Join Cantor in the Gratitude for Recovery, page 57 if you're following along.
O Lord, my God, I cried unto you, and you did heal me. O Lord, you saved me from the peril, kept me alive.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Agomor hagoyim tavit shen kamon tovev.
Kol tov. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who bestows good beyond our deserving, and who has dealt graciously with me.
Cause goodness and always bestow goodness upon you.
Amen.
Amen.
Good. Let's have cakes come forward. So let's get three of you here and spread out. Here's some birthday cakes so that you celebrate.
Happy birthday, Peter.
There you go. So ready to sing happy birthday, everybody? Let's do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. Keep coming back sober. Great, great, great. Peter, how about if you come up first and get us started? Thank you, Peter.
Hello, I'm Peter. I'm a grateful member of this community.
Hey, Peter!
I totally prepared nothing, but I'm just going to try to do what other people do and just say it off the cuff of the... So anyway, I was here 2 years ago, and prior to that, I was an addict. But the main thing that it's not that I was an addict, it's really what I learned at Bet Shiva. The third day here, I had this outbreak, not with the measles, but just with my temper. And they really wanted to kick me out, and somehow I got back in. And I realized I wasn't the only one. When they try to kick someone out, there is good reason of why they're kicking someone out. It's someone that really didn't want to be here. And at first I didn't want to be here, but I did. I wanted to be here so bad I stayed here for 18 months. Which is almost, it's a little bit extra than average. But since then, I've been on my own for about, I stopped counting, maybe 4, 5, 6 months now. But the beautiful thing with Bet Shuva was there is no magical treatment here that tells you to stop using drugs. The magical treatment at Bet Shuva is that they really give you the tools based on who you are to help you grow and live your life. And it doesn't happen every week. Sometimes it would happen whenever it would happen, it would just happen. And little things would just go through me, and I would learn from my mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. And it's allowed me to focus in on my own health. So, like I'm diabetic, and I ignored the whole being diabetic thing when I was using. And not to get into numbers, but my A1C was 13. Glad you laughed. The norm, I think, is 6%. So in 2 years, I'm down to 6.5%. Thank you. And those numbers, what those numbers, I think, mean, because the doc really doesn't tell you, but I think if you're like at a 13% and you keep on doing that, that's when you go blind, and that's when you lose the numbness in your feet and all that other stuff. So right now, just managing my medication, not taking too much, because if I take too much, then my sugar. When I was at Bet Shuva, I didn't have a problem managing. My sugar level was always high, but now being in the real world, I have to manage it. So my point is that. You know, I think the whole thing about addiction, you know, everyone's addicted to a lot of different things. You know, we don't have to go through the list. And I think the reason why people are addicted to what they're addicted to is because they're really ignoring living your life, you know. And there is no rule book on how to live your own life, but you do have to focus in on what you need to do to manage your life, whatever that may be. So I just want to say I'm very grateful that Bet Shuva took me in, I'll just say twice, because the first time, and then, you know, they wanted to kick me out. But I stayed, and it you know, I don't want to say this, but I would come back again if I had to. But no, this place is really, it's really magical, you know. I can't imagine being at a rehab with only 10 people, like being here with another 130 people that whether they have the same addiction as you or they just have behavioral problems, you know. You all you all balance together. But I just want to say thank you very much, and Shabbat Shalom.
Hi, I'm Bradley. I'm a beyond grateful member of this community.
Bradley!
I broke down a little bit ago. I forced my sister not to give another gratitude because I was losing it over there. And I haven't lost like that in a long time. Truth is this signifies 2 years of living on borrowed time. Because not a single one of these days I should have been alive. And the fact that I get to be here and live. I know it looks pretty, but it wasn't pretty out there. It wasn't. Nothing was pretty about my drug addiction, I promise you that.
And you guys see my life today. I get to come here and work in the most beautiful place and see people that just fill my spirit every day. I'm sorry. Harriet, you see what I'm grateful for. You see a reunited family. That's you. 100%. That's you. You see 3 generations of my family that have been through this very household. There's one back there, and then me. I would not be here without you. And I'm so, 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 so grateful for you. And I don't express it nearly enough. But I am, and I try and live it a little bit. I do. I can't get into all my gratitudes, but you know, I'll just generalize with the people that live here. I feel like I generally come into work pretty upbeat, and there's a good reason. That's because I'm so blessed and so beyond happy to see transformations daily. They call this work, but I literally come into a place and see miracles on a daily basis, which is pretty damn lucky. Jeremy, I wouldn't have stuck it out without you. That man was integral in saving my life. 100%. To my uncle, I haven't seen and I didn't know he was coming. You allow my cousin to return. You didn't just save my life, but you get to save me again by allowing me to have my cousin come back and get a chance of this thing. To my mom, dad, brother, sister, and grandma, I'm the luckiest person in the world. In case you guys didn't know, I'm the luckiest person in the world. And I'll just leave it at that. Lexi, I love you. I'm so grateful to have someone who loves me despite my crazy, and it's perfect. Our neuroticism doesn't overlap. So when you're anxious, I can calm you down, and when I'm anxious, you can calm me down. I'm pretty lucky. To you guys here, man, I was a dead man. I don't just say that. People say that. I was a dead man. Multiple hospital visits, multiple psychiatric stays. I should not be here. I should not be here. And to be here and to be borderline employable, and to have restored my relationship with my family. If I ever come off as passionate, it's because this is what I've gotten. And I just want so bad for other people to experience what I've gotten. I don't have anything else to say, so thank you guys so much for that.
I think I'll adopt him. My name is Zachary Stephen Holland. I am an addict and alcoholic with ADHD, PTSD, and CPD. I'm what's known as an alphabet kid. I'm a grateful member of this community. Rabbi Mark, who's not here, but whom I saw at a funeral just a couple of days ago, who was inspiring to see there. where I lost a friend of mine who was 6 months ahead of me. And it was sad, but there was a lot of good things that were said there. Harriet, thank you for the work that you've done. I came out of prison because of somebody like you, one of your predecessors. And I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the origins that you have, and I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for what you've done here. Thank you. And the staff, the donors, the members of this community, and the guests, and the residents and friends, it is with a seemingly uncharacteristic sense of awe, humility, and gratitude that I sense my sober anniversary. My time amongst you all in the past 3 years has wakened in me at Tshuva a renewed sense of spirituality and purpose. I came upon you with my body and mind already sober, but scarred and marked by myriad damages over the years. Attached to these incursions are many memories, many lessons, and as long as I remain alive and teachable, I will continue to generate spirit, life, and hope. My mission is to pass on that which has been given to me so freely. I've discovered the best therapy for me is to keep the adventure vital via a strong ethic, a positive mental attitude, and allowing myself to be motivated by love. This includes recognizing opportunities to be of service to others and allowing them to be of service to me. Paraphrasing the St. Francis prayer, or the 11-step prayer as we know it, I extract plainly and simply, grant that I might seek rather to comfort than to be comforted, to understand rather than to be understood, to love than to be loved. For it is in self-seeking that one finds, and by forgiving that one is forgiven, and only by dying, as I heard this past Wednesday from Rabbi Mark at my friend's funeral, that one is born into eternal life. My personal sense of gratitude and appreciation by and for my own core family, my 48 and 51-year-old daughters and their families, my 22-year-old twin sons and their mom, have grown exponentially as a result of my involvement with Beit Teshuvah. One of my son Sam, called me tonight from Officer Candidate School in Providence, Rhode Island, to intersect with me on my birthday and to tell me what he's doing, and that he's actually learned from what I've told him that's helping him get through his training. He said to me, I'm not religious like you at Beit Teshuvah, but I've been going to church and reading the Bible, and there's a lot of good information to be had there. I said, where do you get to the Torah? I am truly grateful to all of you in this magical place called Beit Teshuvah who have given me a place to continue learning, to continue to grow, a place where I have opportunities to be of service, and a community wherein I can enhance my life. Thank you for my life.
Thank you, Zach. Again, happy birthday to Bradley, Peter, and Zach. Really, it's an honor to have you speak tonight. This is the time that we remember those who are in need of our prayers of healing. So let's mention the names now of those we want to have the healing power of God come down upon this room right now. Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Leah v'Rachel Hu Yivarech v'Rapei et HaCholim. Let's join together with Cantor as she sings the Mishaberach.
Mishaberach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishaberach imotenu Mikor habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
So it's time for announcements. I'm grateful to be here leading services tonight with Rabbi Mark Gahn and looking forward to him coming back. So a couple quick announcements. The adult education program has started. You're still welcome to come. We are on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock in the boardroom. This week I'm doing why don't you hold the challahs for a moment, please? Hold the challahs for a moment, please. Hold the challahs for a moment, please. Hold the challahs. I know you like to do that. Hold the challahs for a moment, please. Okay, thank you. Tuesday night, adult learning, 7 o'clock in the boardroom. We're going to be going for a couple months. I have one more class this week. Rabbi Carey is doing the next 2 weeks after that. Rabbi Iggy is doing 4 weeks after that. So come and join us on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock in the boardroom. Beit Shuva is also participating in the 2019 marathon coming up. Our team Running for Recovery can help you reach your goal of running or walking the Los Angeles Marathon while helping us to raise money to support our residents. Please join us on Sunday, October 7th, that's this Sunday, for a marathon kickoff. If you would like to join our team, training starts at 7 a.m. with a team breakfast and orientation 8 a.m. We are collecting running shoes and sneakers for residents who might not have running shoes to start off the season with. So please look through your closets and donate what you can, new or used. We have a collection bin at the front doors of the sanctuary. I'm going to jump to the end here. Purse Project is also this Sunday that the Sisterhood is doing. 11 a.m. Residents and community at Beit Shuva are invited to help pack the bags on October 7th at 11 a.m. Items needed are purses, backpacks, totes, personal hygiene products, wet wipes, combs, tissues, antibacterial lotions, toothbrushes, toothpaste, feminine products. Clothing is socks, clothes, gloves, hats, snacks, water, cash donations. For more information, contact Nancy from the Sisterhood. And residents, you are also welcome to volunteer. If you're doing the marathon, you can come afterwards. And residents who are here in the house not doing the marathon, you can still do that at 11 o'clock. A couple more announcements, please. Hang on to with your quiet, please. So, Alumni Shabbat, October 19th, we'll be having our Alumni Appreciation Shabbat. Join us for Shabbat, celebrating community and legacy. Alumni will be speaking, singing in the choir, and we'll have a gratitude meeting after Shabbat. We look forward to seeing you there. And you've heard this one before, Pets at Services. We understand and respect the love of animals, but we kindly ask that your animals stay at home during Shabbat services. We will graciously host all certified service animals only. Dinner following service every week. We provide dinner for all of our guests. After you are done eating, we kindly ask that you leave the sanctuary area so that we can have time to clean up, because we set up for services tomorrow. And also after we leave here, give them room to set up. That'll be nice. And one more, please. A bereavement process group for parents that have lost a child to addiction. Every other Wednesday, 7 to 8:30 p.m. The next group begins October 17th. Contact Darren Fahn via email or by phone, or contact one of us here on the staff afterwards. Now, please pass up the challah. Don't throw it, please. Okay. And so, Cantor, come on up. We can do the Kiddush for juice right now. Stand for the Kiddush, please.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu Shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. ציוונו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת amen.
Touch somebody touching the challah. Make sure the challah is out so you can see it. Destroying cantor in the motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Elohei